Did you know that during the Second World War, Germany had more than 200 airstrips all over Europe? And at these airstrips they had aircrafts, bunkers, barracks, facilities to maintain the aircrafts, hangars. It is all there. We are here at such a former German World War II airfield. Not much you can see here, but I promise you there are some pretty astonishing details here even today. So join us and let's go out and find the path together right now. Just want to take a little moment here to put it into context. These are, by the way, Luftwaffe artifacts that we found at different Luftwaffe locations before, so it's pretty interesting to find the Luftwaffe history out there in Europe. But this is a pretty cool place. This is part 2, by the way, of a little mini-series. You can see part 1 here where it says more. That's where you can find part 1. I strongly suggest you see part 1 first to get the full context, but we are at a former German World War II Luftwaffe airfield area. And in part 1 you can see we find different features here, some pretty special. And now we're going to go up to the hillside and we're going to find some defensive positions that the Germans had there. And there's also a little mystery area here that we might be able to do something with later. But you're welcome to join us now. So let's go out, but don't forget, help us out to watch more of our videos and watch them in full. In that way, the YouTube algorithm helps us out to get out there and reach more people. Let's go back in time and find this German World War II Luftwaffe airfield. All right, we are up, further up, and Eagle Eyes and myself, we have gotten some supplies, so he's carrying some food, some drink, and we're looking for the VF-58C. I think that could be it actually, but there are 2 of the machine gun Tobruks here, and that's a part of the defensive system, because now we are getting higher up from the lower area where the airfield is down there, and this is where they decided that, well, we're going to make a stand, we just as well do it here. So I think that little thing could be it, but if they're all buried, it's going to be really sad, to be honest. We want to show them to you. This looks so very much, yeah, there it is. Finally we can show you at least some details. See that? That is this is the first one, Eagle Eyes. That is the opening for the Tobruk machine gun, and Eagle Eye is going to find the longest stick there, and he's going to do a little demonstration. And let me see, I'm going to go around here. You got one there. So you can see here, it's not much, it's just a little concrete feature here in the forest, but believe me, down there, that's the airfield. And the trees were not there. Just imagine the firepower of this thing. The trench system was established by the Germans for this, and they needed that to be able to protect the area from strikes, from invasion. And right there you can actually see one of the trench systems, and it runs all over the place, and there are some smaller installments in the trenches, machine gun positions. It's absolutely everywhere. So this is kind of our background for what we're going to do today. It's a Stützpunkt, a protective little location position where the Germans said this is where we're going to make the last stand, and who knows, there could be something really interesting here. Yes, I do think Eagle Eyes, he's Eagle Eyes for a reason. He got Eagle Eyes, he can spot things so well. He says he saw a contour, a dark contour, and yes, he did. And I have to say, this place is amazing. All of these features just hidden here in the forest, and you really have to know what you're looking for to find them, to be honest. Otherwise you would just be wasting tons of time. Wow, this is in very good condition. Look at that. That is the ring. I'm gonna come in from this side. No, this is MG. You can see here, that's the metal ring. This is metal ring. Yeah, different kinds of types and versions. And you can see they had some kind of attachment there. Is that something they used to shot it close after the war? I couldn't tell you. And then when you see down here, this is the munition storage. I'm going to see if I can get down there. And basically, I've seen that you've seen so many times is this. Yep, and you found this all over the Atlantic Wall and the Stützpunkt and the protective areas, the airports, the Kriegsmarine positions, the HERE positions, way up in the mountainsides, down at the beaches. They are one of the most produced kind of Regelbaus, that's what it says. Regelbau is standardized build. That is one of the most typical normal builds that the Germans did on the Atlantic Wall. See that? That is the view. And everything here is a valley. And that's why I put it right here on the edge, as I said. It's definitely here with a purpose. And it says that right away. And you come down here, you're gonna find the entrance a bit, well, I think it was actually cast shut once, but nevertheless, just a tiny little room there. That is for storing munition. And then you have the firing position up there. Let me see if I can get you there. Up there, that is the turret. See that? Yep. So, why did I fill it with sand? Haven't got a clue. But sometimes they just want to erase history, and that's why they do that. And this is the view Hans, Reinhard and Wilhelm would have had. They can see all the way down into the valley, and they have full control of this location, which was so important for the German Luftwaffe. And this near defense ring around it is just a tiny little part of what is here. And for us, it's a true honor and pleasure to be able to share these locations with you. Did you know that you can become a World War II History Hunter team member, and the artifacts here could be passed on to you in this manner and fashion here by creating beautiful World War II dioramas and displays? You can be the future keeper of something very, very special by the history and the history hunting that we share together. Check out the link in the video description. You can click that and you can become a Patreon team member if you want to. Different kind of perks with for your eyes only videos, travel vlogs, restoration projects, all of that good stuff. And if you want to know more, check out the supporter videos in the beginning of each month. But now let's continue our little adventure. Yes, these are the trenches that the German soldier used here. Let me show you here. There's a massive pit here, which I think could have been a mortar pit. See that? That is huge. So mortar crew could have been waiting there for the enemy, and it goes out like that. Huge trench going that way, that way. Wow, exciting. So this position that we're going to go to is fully underground. It's a munition storage. And why did they fully bury it? Well, that's because they stacked munition there. And to protect munition, the best way is to get it out of sight, out of view, and to just make sure that the enemy couldn't get it. And then now we're looking for something which is completely fully buried, so that is not going to be that easy. Oh, look at that.
There's only one entrance?
No. It goes through because the other is on the other side. But we are going in. Absolutely, definitely going in. Come on, Eagle Eyes. This is going to be exciting.
I promise it.
Hope it's not flooded. Boom, there we go. What?
Okay, that's good.
Oh, wow. Another one. This is also very big. Come on, we're going in here. Oh, look at that. How come there's so much sand in here? There's a room here. Maybe they really, really wanted to bury this thing and they just flooded it with sand. So we're actually almost way up to the attic. But that is one of the rooms for the munition. And we're gonna continue down here. Seems like there are some kind of ventilation shafts going around here. All right, let's go down here. Very low. There we go. Whew.
Another one of these.
What is that? There's a lot of mosquitoes, that's for sure.
Oh.
So, probably just 2 rooms then, huh?
Yeah.
This one is even smaller.
What?
All of this for just 2. Oh, there's the other exit. Yeah.
Let's exit that.
I'm going to go through it again because I just want to study it a little bit more. So we have 1 room here. You're going to go out?
Oh, I can maybe stay with you.
And why is there only 2 small rooms? Why isn't there like a room in here? They would have had room to do that. There should have been a room here, huh? Secret room behind the wall? That is crazy.
Those rooms are pretty
That is
small.
ridiculous. Why didn't they kind of utilize this area here for the 3rd room? Huh?
That's looking there.
That is pretty strange. Okay. So, underground munition storage on a German Luftwaffe airfield. Couldn't be cooler, could it? And now I have to climb out to get out on this side. Thank you for using the light, Elias. Amazing how many steps we do every day. Last day we were out for 9 hours, and this young man can outwalk any adults. It is insane to see how strong this little boy is. But of course, when you're out there for 9 hours, it really takes you. It really is tough on everybody. Okay. Look at the dense forest here. But during those days, there were no forest here. That's the very strange thing. There were no forest here whatsoever. And if you thought if the Germans were here, well, look what we found. It's a machine gun bunker. There's a guy sitting there firing a machine gun. I think the entrance to the machine gun bunker is just about right here. So that means that the Germans had full control here. And they needed to have full control here because what they guarded was very precious. Munition was very precious. So that's why they put a machine gun bunker right there. And you know, when we try to find the barrack foundations and it's like this, then you can see how difficult it becomes. It's so difficult, and that's the only thing you can see. This is where the German soldiers stayed here. And Hans, Wilhelm and Friedrich, they were all here. But now you cannot see that there was a barrack here except from that tiny little retention wall. And the huge structure on top, the wooden barrack, is gone a long time ago. So that is the difficulties, but it's cool to see that this was actually the soldiers' home away from home. And Hans and Wilhelm and Friedrich, they could actually stay here and they could perform their duty. And when they came into the barrack, they could get felt post from home. They could sit down and smoke a pipe or a cigarette. They could drink some wine and talk to each other and be humans, just human beings. And that's sometimes something that we forget when we talk about the World War II history, is that all soldiers, but they were humans, just like you and me. So in here, they could actually be that. So they were home, away from home, and they could actually sit down and be a human being, just like anybody else. It's amazing to see what Eagle Eyes can spot. I didn't even see it. Can I come by? See here? It's another one of the near defense system. And you can see the trench system. It is absolutely everywhere. Wow, this is exciting. So we have 2 that we never knew anything about. And so happy that Eagles I spotted this one. Yeah, it's definitely VF 58C. Yeah, you can see here. Machine gun turret right there. Don't want to fall inside. And again, it covers everything down here. Fascinating. This is amazing to see how many they had of these. Coming up towards one of the outer perimeter Tobruks, machine gun Tobruk, VF58C. Look where it's placed, all the way out here, all the way by itself. And that's also a part of the outer perimeter protective system. Again, you can see the machine gun turret right there. And imagine, of course, this little scene here. Fantastic. Look where it is. You would never find this if you didn't know where it was. And we actually didn't know that this was here. It's completely new for us. We haven't actually got that on our map. So what an incredible little detail that is. Just wanted you to see this for yourself. So why is it here in the forest? The answer for that is just right there. If I take you to the edge here, you can see that so obviously. All of this didn't used to be a forest with so many trees as there is today. But this is lower land. All of this is flat. This machine gun bunker right here is on higher grounds. And there's another one way about a kilometer over that way. And now you can understand why they put it out here. So the trench system leads the soldier directly to each and every of the Regelbaus, the machine gun bunkers, the Tobraks. And they could quickly transport munition, the guns and everything out here. And they could be ready for whatever came from the lower grounds there. So it's fascinating to see how they're put together in a system, and in that way the system will be very efficient at keeping enemy out from absolutely all directions. Indeed, that was the main purpose of all of these machine gun positions around the airfield. If you enjoy what we do and you want to send us out to do more, we have this little super thanks feature here. That is your opportunity to help us out, to get some fuel into the fuel tank. Go out there and find even more history to share with you. I just love this place, and I have to say there are some other secrets, but we will share that in a later video. So there are 2 episodes of this place this time, but we did find something rather spectacular there, but as I said, it's going to be for another time. I just want to say a massive thank you to all of you Patreon team members out there. You are helping us out to go out and find these incredible locations. For all of you who help us out with PayPal donations, it really helps to keep us coming out and sharing with you. And for all of you watching, subscribing, commenting, thank you so much for that. Because if you watch the videos in full, or maybe put on a little watch spray in your lunch break, put on 10 videos and just let them run. I'm just kidding. Then you're going to help us out tremendously. All right, I just love this place. We will be back. In the meantime, please stay safe, keep smiling, and before you know it, we will share more together out there with the World War II history.